Australia's environment is breathtakingly beautiful. From the city to the sea, spectacular parks and wildlife sanctuaries capture the heart of something extraordinary. But as Australia begins to face more urgent environmental issues every day, it is really important to protect our rare fauna and flora.
As you can see here, the water levels are extremely low, and just things like this that can cause a whole embankment to stop its water flow. Luckily, some people are trying to make a difference. It's not exactly their profession, but they're definitely beauties with a cause.
Why are you passionate about the environment?
Because it's the only one we've got, and we've got to do all that we can to save the resources that we have.
Okay, today we're just cleaning up the local waterways down here at Springwood.
This is Carolyn Wagner, the only Queensland finalist that will be attending the Miss Earth Australia pageant 2008. Miss Earth is a search for Australian beauties with a cause, a special woman who is passionate about the environment and doesn't mind getting her hands dirty.
We've done tree plantings and clean-up days and all sorts of raising awareness in schools to raise a lot more awareness for the environment and get people more conscious about just the small things that they do every day that are actually harming the environment, and hopefully they can change their activities and make it a better place.
Carolyn will be joining up to 30 finalists from all over Australia in hopes of winning this prestigious award.
And what happens if you win, and what happens if you lose? What's next?
If I win, it's you get a 3-week holiday in the Philippines and go to the international finals where 100 countries compete for the international crown. And if I lose, I'll cry. No. I'll just keep doing what I do all the time and just keep trying to be environmentally friendly and just go back to work, I guess.
Yeah, I think young people have a surprising awareness and you know, really, I guess we should give them more credit than we usually do in terms of them being up to date on those issues. And I think particularly young people today might get branded as only being interested in material possessions and their social life and things like that.
Today's newspapers and magazines are full of information about the environment and climate change, so we hit the streets to find out if the general public really know what's going on.
Bring myself to go out and buy a big power boat. It's just wasteful to the environment. It causes too much wake and stirs up too much underneath the waves. You can hit dugongs, particularly Moreton Bay. There's dugong protection areas, and if you're in speed boats, you can hit dugongs and all that sort of stuff. So I prefer to go sailing anyway. It's better for the environment and better for your body as well.
Ik denk het wel. Ik weet het niet zeker.
As far as I rely on scientists, well, I believe climate has changed, and it's changing. If you have a look in the Alps, for example, you can see snow is melting, the glaciers are melting, there is much more water in the rivers, and the winters are not as cold as they were before. So that might be signs of climate change.
Well, as I'm talking about myself, I really judge myself in a good way. So I think, yeah, I care about the environment to some extent. At least comparing it to, like, to the past or back home, I was less aware of the environment. But now, yeah, I care about the environment more. Sometimes when I go to the supermarket and they're giving me stuff and it's not too heavy, I can just take it without having to put it in a bag, because the bags are non-biodegradable. That's like, yeah, they cannot decompose, so taking them would form waste, so I just kind of like say carry it on my own.
I wish what we did now, we did a while ago, so we didn't have to be in the problems we're in now. And yeah, that's it pretty much. I just wish what we did now was what we did a while ago and people actually opened their eyes to it.
Yes, I think I could do a lot more. As an engineering student, we are constantly informed about the problems that there is with our environment. I mean, the issues. Yeah, I mean, I do care. I mean, I do very small things like, you know, put the recycled paper in the recycle bin, or ride a bike to uni instead of, you know, going by car or by bus. But yeah, I feel I could do a lot more, like, you know, turn on my computer when I don't really need, because my computer is on pretty much the whole day, even if I don't use it. So I think that's a lot that I need to work on.
On our travels, we were even lucky enough to hear a little song.
You and me, we should be living in harmony. You and me, we should be taking responsibility. It's time that we wake up and see. You and me, I say you and me. You and me, we should be taking responsibility. That's just a verse from a song called Harmony, about taking responsibility and, yeah, doing your bit, you know, living in harmony.
We actually are in the environment, and the environment provides, okay, the ecosystem services, right, the resources, etc., that provides the wealth for our societies. Okay, and the further we degrade the environment, we're actually removing wealth